Trade Gaming, I'm the Archmaster. By the Lord's grace, I'm so glad to be able to do this. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, so last time we talked about objects, people and objects having their own gravity, from, away, towards, with, up, down, all sorts of things. Lots of fun. This time, we're talking about representative NPCs. This is just a little bit of GM advice that's just thrown in here randomly in what's supposed to be a world-building episode. I saw this from a YouTuber some time ago, and it's a good idea. GM, if you're struggling with, creating 20 different NPCs, you have 4 NPCs for the tavern and 5 NPCs for the ship, because you have to know the captain and the first mate and the bosun and the quartermaster and a random sailor. You're bogged down by all these NPCs. Your players are bogged down by all those NPCs too. They can't keep track of them if you can't keep track of them, right? So instead have representative NPCs. If they go to the tavern, there's that one person that they talk to every time. It can be, the tavern wench, it can be the owner, whoever, right? The one person they talk to every time. They represent the group, right? Same thing with, a captain on a ship. You talk to the captain, he represents the group. If the players are like, you talk to the first mate, you can get around that and be like, yeah, well, the first mate tells you he can't talk to you because, the captain's in charge. Or the first mate tells you what the captain told you. Or, the captain is there and, with the first mate, etc., right? If it's like a murder mystery and they have to talk to him alone, then sure, you can make the NPC. But a lot of times you can save yourself a lot of headache and trouble by just making representative NPCs and say, this NPC represents the group, and you don't have to make every NPC in that group, right? That's definitely an idea I'm going to use more of, because, that's always in the back of your mind, but to hear someone say it, it's like, it's a good idea. Anyway, now we're on to a bit of world building stuff. So, thoughts. Thoughts can be questions or statements, etc. That's what I wrote down. In my world, thoughts are they're real, and I don't mean they manifest in the real world physically. I mean that a thought isn't just synapses firing in the brain or something. It's like gold. Gold is real. You can give gold to someone else, and now he has it and you don't. And maybe you have extra gold, so you just give him a few coins, and now he has it, and you still have some, right? Thoughts are like that. You can fill your brain with thoughts or empty it. And you can give thoughts to others, and then you may have some left, or you may give it all to them. Thoughts are like a currency. They are something that can be actually traded. So it's like, hey, I want to know this secret. It's like, all right, well, if I tell you, I won't know it anymore. It's like that's actually a thing. Maybe some secrets can be multiplied. I know it and you know it, but maybe that requires a spell or magic or this or that. In your world, you can say, it's just, the totally normal way the world works, the way it works in the real world. Thoughts multiply when you just give someone new information, right? But you don't have to. You can. This is another challenge to the fundamental design of our world, and be like, but what if it didn't work that way? What if thoughts were, a tradable resource? And so, in my world, in my game system, I have a mage, the arcanist. The word arcane just means secret or hidden, and so the arcanist is the one who finds the hidden knowledge, because that's like the most basic form of something being secret. It's knowledge. So the arcanist collects these thoughts. They, meditate, drink a potion or something, go into the plane of thought, try to collect thoughts, and they they take them all. Thoughts are they can be anything. A thought can be a question, it can be a statement, it can be just a raw concept or something. And so they're taking all these thoughts, and they actually, implant them in their mind. They memorize their spell. This is actually the class that uses old school D&D's the actual Vancian magic, where you memorize a specific spell, and then when you cast it, you lose it. They actually take all these thoughts and they form spells with them. All the words in the right order, and really all the concepts. Like a concept is like a battery, and the specific words and grammar and whatnot are like shaping it, and then how you fire it. So they memorize that thing, and it's in their head. The thought is in their head. It's not so much memorizing the way we do in the real world. It's like loading a bullet in a gun. It's like I loaded this thought, with all of its various concepts in my head. And now I can cast it, and then boom, it's gone. I fired it. And so, but yeah, the idea that this was really just a message to me, like, hey, thoughts aren't just concepts. They can be questions or statements, or I would say inquiry. But I already said that. There's a lot of variety there. A concept, a thought could be an answer to a question. It could be an exclamation. It can be just a specific word. It can be an adjective or a noun or a verb or something. You can even make a subclass or something that's kind of like, I think it's Ars Magica, but it might be the other magic game, where you take different verbs and nouns and stuff and you combine them to create your spells. Like take the word conjure and the word fireball and you're like, oh, put them together, conjure fireball, But you can also take conjure horse and then now you conjure horse, right? You combine the words to make something. I might even have a subclass where their magic works like that. Yes, I have a different magic system per subclass. I seriously do. I have 6 different caster classes, and I don't just have 6 magic types. I have 6 times however many subclasses they have. There are probably a few exceptions. Cleric, one cleric subclass probably works similar to another. A few exceptions, but still, lots of different stuff. You're probably not going to get bored with casters in my system anytime soon, if I ever get enough funding to release it. Anyway, that's it. Short video. Like and subscribe. YouTube algorithm needs feeding, and the YouTube pleasantries go a long way to that purpose. Thank you for watching. God bless.